Hi guys, Maddie here. So if you don't already know me, nice to meet you. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment and share if you think they are going to be helping someone. I'm going to be talking about how I booked my trip. I noticed that a lot of people have been asking me how I did it. It was my first time, so this is a video for every novice that is planning a trip this summer. This is a step-by-step guide for every novice planning a trip. Everything that I did at every step of the way in booking that trip, I am going to be sharing it with you guys on this video. So if this is something you want to know, then sit back, relax, and I'll be right back. So guys, before we carry on, I just want to show you how to navigate through the Jet2 app just before we go on. So apparently they're giving £50 discount for everybody. So now I've opened the app. I'm going to go to search holidays. I'm just going to click on search holidays and it brings me here. So you can choose the airport you want to fly from, then the city. So I'm just going to choose, I'm just going to type Ibiza and then click it and then go back to search. And then it's going to bring me here. Then I'm going to choose the date I'm leaving. I'm just randomly choosing October 19th just to show you. And then I'm going to choose 4 nights, okay? And then you go to choose your guests. If you're going alone, you choose 1 person. If you're going in 2, you choose 2 person, 1 room. 2 adults rather, 1 room. And then go ahead and say search. So when you get here, you're going to see a series of packages that they're offering, different hotels. So I'm just going to randomly pick one. Just pick one and show you how you click more info, and then it opens the whole package up for you, and then you can just scroll down. They're going to show you different things, the location of the hotel, then they'll show you the aesthetic of the hotel as well. So I like to go through and just look at what I am paying for. So this is like the restaurant and the bars. This is like how it looks, and then you go down, you see the pool areas. They're just going to show you in general how the surrounding look, and you know, if it is what you want. And then this is the room. They always show you the room as well, things included, if you have a balcony or whatever. Everything you have in the room is going to be listed out for you. This is the package in general, so I always advise that you look at the package. If you're happy with it, you go to continue, and then here you can actually apply your discounts. Once you apply your discount, you automatically get your discount, and then you can proceed to pay for your package. All right. Welcome back, and yes, starting, I'm going to be telling you what you need before you can obviously travel. If you've been following me, you obviously know about the Schengen visa application. So if you haven't seen that video, it's right there. I'm going to be linking it in the description box. Do watch it so you know how to apply for your Schengen visa. Go online and check if you're eligible for a Schengen visa. Obviously, if you have the UK passport, you don't need it, but for Nigerian Africans, we need the Schengen visa. So a few countries are exempted. I'm going to be putting that on the screen right over here. Oh no, I'm going to be putting it on the whole screen. Yeah, so these are the countries that are exempted, but if you're not in this list, then you do need the Schengen visa to visit the Schengen area, because Ibiza is in Spain, which is in a Schengen area, so you do need a Schengen visa to visit it. Okay, so yeah, if you do not know how to apply, do watch that video. It is very helpful, and I believe it will help you to apply for your visa. So there are 2 things you need to book your trip. You need your Schengen visa. Not that you need it to, you can't book your trip and then apply for your Schengen visa, but this all depends on the time frame that you're given for this trip. If you're traveling next week, obviously you should have had your visa by now. If you don't have your visa yet, you do need to give yourself like 2 months for your trip. So if you book like 2 months ahead, then you can sort out your visa within 1 month, hopefully, if you get an appointment. All this information are in that video. It's packed, and I hope it helps you. True. So one thing you need is your visa, at least to be sure that you're going for your trip, and then your passport. At this point, I believe you should have your passport, or if you don't, and a valid passport as well, not a passport that will be expiring in say a week or a month time. I think, yeah, it's also, I'm going to be linking that up, how long you need your passport to be valid for you to actually be able to travel with it. So yeah, if your passport is expiring, then you need to reapply and update it, obviously. So yeah, these are the things that you need to start your application. Once you have all those things down, then let's get started. Okay. First of all, when I watched my Schengen visa video, I noticed that there are a few things that I should have added that I didn't add. I am just going to briefly mention those things here before we move on. Okay, so firstly is, what is a Schengen visa? A lot of people would ask that if you don't already know. A lot of people ask, what is a Schengen visa? I'm not going to define this for you. I'm just going to give you the expo. So here it is. This is the definition of a Schengen visa. Who needs a Schengen visa? I would have already put that down, but this is who needs a Schengen visa. Now, I'm gonna be slow so you can read through, but if you're not able to like read through at this point, you just screenshot it and keep it. Obviously, if you search online you will get it, but if you want a quicker answer, you can always screenshot this and refer to it anytime you like. Okay, these are the areas that the Schengen visa covers. Okay, so these are the countries that the Schengen visa covers. You can screenshot this right now just to have it at the back of your mind when you're booking your trip. But even if you don't screenshot it, and even if you don't have strength to go online and search for it, when you get your visa, when you get your Schengen visa, it's the paper that comes with it that gives you all the instructions about the visa. The countries that you can travel with that visa are usually written at the bottom of the paper, so just read it. You will see all the countries that visa allows you to visit. Even if you don't like have all the countries at the back of your mind here, you can always check that paper just for it. So with that being said, now let's move on. Okay, I feel like that stress has gone off my shoulder now. So today I'm talking to you about how I booked my trip. I'm talking about Ibiza because I booked Ibiza independently, and I feel like it's something that I can share confidently how I achieved that. So I'm going to be sharing my Ibiza trip and how I booked it. Initially, when I got my visa, I planned that I was going to visit like 3 European countries with that visa before it expires, because they gave me like 2 months. I have 2 weeks annual leave, and this was taking the whole of 1 week, meaning I have another week left that I'm not gonna be doing anything. I was like, okay, why not just pop into another country with that same annual leave and just maybe 3 days just see that country. It's like a bonus, right? So I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I was like, what country should I go in? That was when I just thought of Ibiza, because my colleagues at work are always like, oh, Ibiza is where the life is. And if you know me, you know I like nightlife and I like partying. So I felt like Ibiza would really get my vibe. So why I'm telling you I was more invested in this trip is because I did it on my own, and I planned it as a solo trip. So you know, when you're planning a solo trip, you want to be sure that everything is in place, because obviously you do not want to, you know, get to a new country and be stranded. So I did all my research. Trust me when I say I did all my research. I did everything. I scrutinized that deal. So first thing I did is, obviously, I went to Google. I typed Ibiza trip from UK, obviously, and then it came. The first thing that popped up was Love Holiday. Love Holiday. I clicked on Love Holiday. I tell you, the prices were amazing. They were so cheap. I was like, what have I been doing all my life? So the price, I was saying like 180 something for 3 days straight with hotel, flight, obviously. But then I was like, okay, this is obviously sweet, beautiful, but I'm not gonna stop here. This is a solo trip. I need to be sure of what I am going for. I need to be sure of everything before I click yes. And then I went back again. I still searched. This time I scrolled past Love Holiday, and the next one I saw was Jet2 Holiday. Their prices were higher. Most of them were still the same hotels the Love Holiday was offering. So I was wondering, why is their price higher? So I went back to Love Holiday and I checked. When I checked Love Holiday and I checked their package was just flight and hotel. So you're only paying that money that you're seeing there on that site is just the flight and the hotel. And when you're checking out, then they'll not list other things that they're asking you, do you want to add this to your car? And things that they're asking you, do you want to add, are things that are essential, things I feel like should have been added already for you. Like, why are you asking me? You know I need this. It's like, for example, your luggage allowance. Obviously, what they were offering with the price they put there was just a bag, something that looks like this. And obviously, you know that something that looks like this will not be enough for even someone who is going for say 2 days trip, of which the least was 3 days trip. So obviously 3 days trip will not be enough for this package that they are giving me to actually, so obviously I will need it, so why not just add it? I was like, okay. So I go down, and then transfer was not included. So someone who is traveling solo like me, I'm traveling solo to a country, I'm a first timer, obviously I will need a transfer. I don't know why I'm saying it like this, but I just feel like it's something that is obvious. I do need a transfer. Add everything there and give me the bill. Don't say add this or not, because let's say someone like me and I'm not paying enough attention to these details, and then I just click it up because it's cheap. I click it and go. I get at the airport and then they ask me to pay for luggage. And then luggage, okay, when we went to Greece, the luggage was not included in our package as well. So yeah, something like this happened. And then it was a 7-day trip, obviously. I just think that is really odd. It's a 7-day trip. You don't expect me to carry a bag this small for a 7-day trip. Obviously I will need a luggage allowance. So when we got there, we had to pay extra, which is like £50. So let's say this trip is giving me 180 and I add luggage £50. It's already getting 200 and something. Then when I add my transfer, obviously, why the transfer also got me is that if I'm new in a country, they don't speak English, it's going to be difficult for me to communicate with the taxi drivers to tell them, yes, I might use a translator on my Google, but it wouldn't be easy. And for someone who is just coming down from a plane in a new country, confused and tired, I wouldn't want to go through all that stress. Do you get me? So yeah, so I felt like I just felt like all those things should have been added and just give me the bill, let me know what it is. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, when I started adding them, I saw that the price was going way higher. So I was like, nah. I now went to love Jet2 Holiday. Jet2 Holiday, when I went through their package was everything included, and it was the same hotels, though their prices were slightly higher, but I felt it was better because everything is included. And then when you add it, because if you go to Love Holiday and when you add all those things they didn't add, you find out that price actually goes higher than Jet2 Holiday at the end of the day. Okay, so when I decided that Jet2 Holiday, I started contemplating. I was like, should I do this or should I do that? Another thing that I did is I also went online again, and this time I wanted to compare the two of the companies and see which one has better reviews. Because if you shop online like me, because I shop online a lot, you understand the importance of reviews. So I went online on Google again and I typed Jet2 Holiday versus Love Holiday. Okay, so when I typed it, I saw a lot of comparisons. I just kept on scrolling down until I saw Trustpilot. When I saw Trustpilot, what attracted me to Trustpilot reviews was they said real people reviews, which is obviously what I'm looking for. What I want is real people who have used these companies and not people who are giving comparing them on their own. I opened it and what I saw helped with my decision making at the end of the day, because when I saw for Love Holiday, out of 10 reviews, 8 was negative. I kid you not. And for someone who is traveling alone, I started having chills already. I was like, That aside, I checked the dates of those reviews. The dates were as close as a few hours ago. So these are things happening in real time. So if I go ahead with these people, I'm literally just setting myself up, obviously. So I checked Jet2 Holiday reviews, and when I checked Jet2 Holidays, just go and check for yourself, okay? Go and check for yourself these reviews that I'm talking about. When I saw Jet2 Holiday reviews, it was like 8 out of 10 was positive. People were like, oh, I've been using them for years, I love their, this is what I want to hear. For someone who's traveling alone, obviously this is what I want to hear. So I went to their Instagram just to make sure that this is not like odd things. People can post things online. So I went to their Instagram page. I made sure that it was the main page, and when I went to their page, I also saw things like when under their comments, people were like saying for Love Holiday, people were saying stuff like, oh, go to Trustpilot and people were not also saying nice things as well. So I also went to Jet Holiday, I got the same thing. So at that point I knew I was going with Jet2 Holidays. So when I went back to the Jet2 Holidays, now let me tell you another thing. One of the bad reviews that was up for Jet2 Holiday was that the guy was angry that he booked from their site and he didn't get the discounts that you will get if you book from the app. So obviously if you're booking with Jet2 Holiday, please download their app, because I know it's like what you get is £10 discount, but it is something, trust me. So when I went to Jet2 holiday, I downloaded their app, and automatically once I click on a deal and go to checkout, they give me that £10 off the whole price automatically. So once I got that £10 off, I also noticed that if you're traveling solo, if you're booking a solo trip, you get a £50 discount. £50, I kid you not. So like when I added, there was like I had like £60 off the whole package, and I was like, thank you. It was like so nice. So yeah, I clicked, and another thing I checked out, so that was how I booked with them. Now another thing you need to pay attention is, just like I explained, the whole package, you need to read it through, you need to know what you're paying for. So when I read it through, I saw that I was paying for transfers, I was paying for luggage allowance, extra 20 kg actually, and the hotel was giving breakfast, so you can upgrade to half board or all inclusive, which is where you get all the meals. I just did a half board because it was 3 days for me, and doing a 3-day trip, I wouldn't do all inclusive because I want to go out and see the town, so I might not really always be in the hotel to eat lunch and all those things. And also the fact that the hotel was in a city center, I didn't really want to do all inclusive because I wanted to actually explore the city. All right, so yeah, I did a half board. I upgraded to half board, which was like a few extra pounds. And yeah, so when that whole thing came in, I see, well, you know, when people say if you book, do you need to pay any extra? I paid nothing extra. The only extra I paid was the normal thing you're supposed to pay, which is your travel insurance. After paying it, your legal rights to purchase a travel insurance for every trip. No package comes with visa and travel insurance. It's up to you to actually do this thing. So I already had my visa, obviously, and then the travel insurance, I could also purchase it on their site, which was very, very convenient for me. So I just went on their site. It cost me £17 to get a 3 days travel insurance, which you need because you can always be asked, or you can get sick or something. Okay, so yeah, I got the 3 days travel insurance, and yeah, that was everything I paid for that trip. So in total, the hotel that I picked, the package that I picked was £402. And when I added the £60 discount that I got from the app discount and solo trip discount, I got minus £60, which was like £364. And then I paid for the £17 this thing. So that was all I paid for this trip in general. So I hope this was helpful to you. Yeah, so do pay attention to the package when you're booking it, and yes, you can do it yourself as far as you have your visa. And if you do not know how to go get your visa, do visit my video and find out how to get your visa on your own. Yes, you can do it. Now that I have done it, definitely I'm not going to go back to Google next time and type trip to wherever. I'm just going to go to the Jet2 holiday app, because I'm definitely going to use them next time, because I did enjoy their service. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be dropping a haul soon. I'm just waiting for all the deliveries to come in, and then we will drop that video. You guys, I noticed you guys like my haul, so yeah, I'm gonna drop another one. It's been a long time that I did a haul, so I'm gonna do that one. Yeah, it's more like summer haul. Yeah, thank you for watching my video. Do subscribe to my channel, comment, like. You guys, please comment on my videos, because when you comment, YouTube pushes these videos further. Please do comment on my videos. Please like, don't forget to like. I know sometimes you forget, but just click it now that I'm saying it. Do like on video and share when helpful. And yes, thank you for watching. I love you, and bye.